Yeah, I seen an even funnier one yesterday saying he wants to make me piss me pants. That one made me laugh because he done it into someone in his first ever fight, but that's our job, you know what I mean? We're in here to hurt each other, you know what I mean? We're not having a pillow fight, we're having a fight, and I know I'm gonna hurt him, and I know I am, so if he wants to try and hurt me, he can. That's what we're here for. That's the name of the game. He won't be physically the same after this fight. I will. I'll be exactly the same. I'm gonna put a beat down on him like he's never received, and I can promise you that. But it was just another fight to me. When a contract with a name on gets sent to me, I sign it. I don't turn down no fight. I step up and I fight the person whose name's on the contract. I thought I was going to fight Justin in October in Abu Dhabi, but I think he turned it down, and then now there's a belt on the line. He's taking the fight, so it's nice to actually fight someone that I thought I was going to fight a while back.
And from the very beginning, Paddy's been claiming that Scousers are impossible to knock out. So how eager are you to shatter that myth completely?
Yeah, you don't have to be a doctor to know that if you have a brain, you can get shut off if I just shake it. And so I'll show him, you know, if I could shake his head and make his brain touch his skull, he's gonna go to sleep.
We've known each other for a long time, so on a personal level, Paddy's a great guy, and it's great to see like good people doing good stuff. But from like a UK MMA point of view, like for such a small place, can have 4 champions. It's absolutely unbelievable. Well, it's a dangerous fight for Paddy, but I think it's winnable. It's definitely winnable, and I think Paddy's gone.
Normally this stage here, I've got a lot of nice puppy fat on me and I'm not as cold at the minute. I'm absolutely freezing constantly. Low on calories compared to normally at this time of year. Big Tommy, heavyweight champion of UFC, is coming to see us today. We popped down to his gym a few months ago, didn't we? And went to see him. I've done a little session with him and I had to scram with him after because didn't have no fight coming up. We won't be going for no scram today. I'm sick on diet, lad, hard on diet. And I don't think he can train because of his eye, lad. I'm gonna have to see what his eye's like, lad. I'm fucking intrigued, especially after everyone giving him so much shit. Obviously he's got a bad injury in his eye. It just shows how fickle the MMA fan base is.
Beautiful, Jim.
Old, but he's not washed. Like he's 37, but he's not moving like Michael Chan. He's not holding the ball on the shoulder, doing the fucking PG-13 fucking washed animation. He's not washed. He's not washed, bruv. You know what I mean? He has not shown this crazy drop off in his skill set. He's 4-1 in his last 5. If we're talking about the guys that he's fought. He has great striking, obviously better than Paddy Pimblett in the boxing. You know, very powerful calf kicks. I think those are going to come into play in this matchup. He's got big power in the hands. He's improved his boxing fundamentals and his footwork under Trevor Whitman. His defense has gotten a little bit better. And I would say in terms of him and Paddy, he's probably equal or more powerful on the feet in terms of punch power. He does have, so like the weakness is the grappling, right? But we have seen him show a decent ability to be taken down and push off the initial takedown and get back up against guys like Michael Chandler.
The pressure keeps building around Paddy Pimblett as his clash with Justin Gaethje gets closer. His entire camp screams one thing: this isn't about riding waves of hype anymore. This is cold, calculated preparation for real championship territory. Listen to how Paddy discusses contracts and timing, how long this specific matchup has been brewing in the background. You realize this was the fight he craved way before any title talk ever entered the picture. At least that's what we're seeing from him lately.
Oh yeah, last time I seen you, lad, fucking now. Funniest when I come to your gym, lad, when I come to yours, I've been out the night before, lad, to watch fucking Springsteen, lad, and got in at about 4:30 in the morning.
You know that mural after you spoke about it? Yeah. It was a massive outcry in the town. Gotta get it down.
Take it down. Still going though, it's going strong, isn't it? It's been a bit of a long process because with eyes, like with other injuries, they just fix them straight away. With eyes, they try and let them, because it's obviously risky, try and let them heal naturally. So we're getting surgery on this eye, keeping me out for a little bit. Not sure how long just yet though, so got a meeting about it soon. So it's just been a slow process, been a nightmare to be honest.
Mate, 3 times he did it in 1 round.
I know.
I think the point of the thing should be sacked off. Just if you do twice in a round, then I get to do 1 back. I reckon that makes sense.
They're the best one. Why is that? That's fair though, isn't it?
First one's an accident, second one, you're doing it on purpose, aren't you?
I train with little gloves on anyway, as you've just seen. I don't stand like...
Tom Aspinall showing up at Paddy Pimblett's gym wasn't some random drop-by or social media moment. This was pure business, a window into Paddy's current mental state, stripped down dialed in, completely locked onto the task ahead. You don't bring a heavyweight champion into your training camp mid-weight cut unless you're deadly serious about perfecting every single detail before facing the biggest challenge of your fighting life.
We've known each other for a long time, so on a personal level, Paddy's a great guy, and it's great to see like good people doing good stuff. But from like a UK MMA point of view, like for such a small place, can have 4 champions. It's absolutely unbelievable. It's a dangerous fight for Paddy, but I think it's winnable. It's definitely winnable, and I think Paddy's going.
Seeing Paddy work alongside Tom Aspinall shows you exactly what elite-level preparation looks like when everything's at stake. No showboating or manufactured drama here. Just 2 fighters having brutally honest conversations about how ruthless this sport really is. How injuries and setbacks can turn fans against you in an instant. How close decisions can flip your entire career trajectory. The talk surrounding this matchup keeps coming back to one word: risk. Tom made it crystal clear this won't be a walk in the park for Paddy Pimblett, but it's absolutely winnable. That difference is everything, because career-defining moments come from dangerous fights, not forgettable victories that nobody remembers 6 months later.
Paddy thinks because his family have got money and he's been had everything handed to a plate on him for years. Oh, it'll just happen in the UFC. Imagine being told that he fucking pulled out that Islam fight with a bad back, when really he just couldn't make weight. He got offered to fight Gamrot and said no, and then took the most favourable matchup possible, Dan Hooker, who can't grapple, to save his man's life. Bad at shit, and he nearly guillotined him, which just shows how bad Armin's grappling is to me.
Oh yeah, he did.
I was watching that thinking, wow, if I get you in a guillotine, you are going unconscious. And he headbutted him at the weigh-in. If he would have cut him there on his forehead, lad, he was getting cut headbutt. Why would you headbutt someone at a weigh-in, lad?
I do think his grappling's good though, Armin's.
His grappling is good, he's got good wrestling, but that's his main thing, is wrestling, and he wouldn't be able to hold me down.
Looking at UK MMA as a whole, this feels way bigger than just Paddy Pimblett versus Justin Gaethje. When you see multiple world champions coming out of such a tight geographic area, it completely shifts how the global MMA community views these fighters. This bout represents another shot to cement the fact that UK talent belongs in the championship conversation. Paddy's approach to this fight shows someone who truly gets timing and windows of opportunity. He's completely transparent about pushing for this Justin Gaethje matchup, about deals falling apart, about how unpredictable UFC politics can be. None of this success was inevitable or gifted to him.
The way for Justin Gaethje to win is going to be his left hook, his cracking left hook, the way obviously Paddy Pimblett floats his chin a little bit. So let's take a peek here, see if anything sticks out. This is Michael Chandler versus Paddy Pimblett, and this went down April 12th of 2025. And Paddy finally looks like a real lightweight. He looks stacked. He's got big legs, he's got big calves. He's obviously a great grappler. So let's see here. See if he makes some mistakes. Michael Chandler's pretty short. He's not a giant guy. He seems pretty small for 155, but dense and explosive. Okay, here we go. 349 round 1. Michael Chandler starts putting the pressure on him, getting back to the fence. He whiffs on a kick, and gets taken down here. Let's take a peek at that again. He goes low kick, and Michael Chandler goes to catch it, swings through, gets an easy finish behind his back. Big mat return by Michael Chandler, explosive.
When the topic switches to Armin Tsarukyan, Paddy Pimblett doesn't even try to hide his annoyance with what he views as strategic career management. He contrasts his own approach of fighting whoever gets put in front of him, against what he sees as cherry-picking safer matchups by other contenders in the division. In Paddy's view, having wrestling credentials on paper doesn't determine outcomes at this level. Actually controlling someone on the ground, navigating scrambles, surviving pure chaos, these are completely separate skill sets. He's convinced that if an Armin fight ever gets messy and uncomfortable, that chaos works in his favor, not the wrestler.
Fight could look similar to this if it hits the mat. Paddy's gonna have a big jiu-jitsu advantage. I know at their gym they do a lot of jiu-jitsu. He's very sharp on the ground. And again, when you're a wrestler and you get put on your back and you're not used to getting put on your back, your only way up is give up the back.
When analysts and fighters start breaking things down, the picture gets way more complicated. Some see serious problems for Paddy Pimblett if this stays a striking battle for too long. Others argue that chaotic scrambles and extended ground exchanges are precisely where Paddy does his best work and where Justin Gaethje has shown vulnerability historically. Tim Welch's analysis brought up another angle, highlighting how Justin's left hook, calf kick game, and constant pressure match up perfectly against Paddy's striking tendencies. Even with all that said, nobody's writing Paddy off completely. The second this hits the canvas, everything changes immediately.
Oh man, you know the thing, I think Paddy is it's so weird because he's been around for a long time and he's still slept on for some reason. Like people still kind of doubt. It's weird, you know what I mean? I don't know if it's like, I don't know, the look, whatever, but he's skilled, and every time he comes in and he shows progression. I think with Gaethje, people know that he's a banger, he's got heart. But I think another thing that people kind of sleep on too is how technical Gaethje is, especially you know, working with his coach. Like those guys they're always mathematicians. You know what I mean? So I think in this
shout out Trevor Whitman.
Yeah, shout out Trevor Whitman. But I think I'm going Gaethje in this.
The big question that keeps surfacing is whether Paddy Pimblett can reliably create grappling situations against someone as disciplined and seasoned as Justin Gaethje. If he pulls that off, the entire fight dynamic flips in his favor. If he can't make it happen, every second spent standing becomes more and more problematic for him.
Paddy probably excels more than Justin Gaethje is his dynamic. Like if you push him against the cage, he's gonna do a flying triangle, right? We've seen Justin Gaethje get put to sleep by Habib. With that, I think the biggest thing is that if Justin Gaethje goes out there and pops that jab like he always says, pops that jab and throws a leg kick, then Paddy Pimblett's gonna have to make a decision. Is he gonna go in there and shoot a takedown, or is he gonna go in there and try to strike with him? I'm gonna go with Paddy on this one. I feel like Paddy's gonna get the submission. I think Paddy's gonna be able to submit him. But I could see Justin Gaethje, because Paddy Pimblett gets hit a lot, right? Like when he fought Gordon, he got hit a lot. So he could take a shot. But can he take a shot from Justin Gaethje? Now, Justin Gaethje's been in the game for a long time. Been knocked out, been submitted. So we'll have to see, you know, where the fight goes. But if I had to make a pick, I like Pimblett in this one. Paddy Pimblett.
There's something I want to add to that. So
Khalil Roundtree, among others, emphasized Justin Gaethje's technical growth under Trevor Whitman's guidance, showing how patient and methodical Justin has become. He's evolved way beyond being just a reckless slugger into a genuine threat for anyone who comes forward carelessly and without a solid game plan.
Lightweight title of the world, Ilia Topuria has stepped away. Justin Gaethje is back in his third title fight. It's his second interim title fight, but it's his final fight if he doesn't win. Justin Gaethje said if he loses to Paddy Pimblett, he's going to walk away.
One more knockout. I went to sleep. Before that, I'd never been put to sleep. If I would get put to sleep again, I would definitely call it quits.
Justin Gaethje has had an incredible career. Of course, he's been the interim champion before, never the undisputed. He lost to Habib. He lost to Charles Oliveira, but he has electrified and thrilled audiences all over the world. 26 wins, 5 losses. 26 wins, 20 by way of knockout. And he's knocked out some legends. People like Dustin Poirier. Fight of the Nights with Dustin Poirier. Fight of the Nights with Michael Chandler. And stopped Tony Ferguson in a one-sided savage beatdown, okay? And that was one of the last times we saw Tony Ferguson being a real threat inside the octagon, because Justin Gaethje just beat it out of him with accuracy, with power in his hands. He's got head kicks, he's got wild hooks, he's got beautiful uppercuts, he's got incredible wrestling, but he never uses it. And in this fight against Paddy Pimblett, he doesn't need to use it. He would be a fool to use it. You don't want to shoot in on Paddy Pimblett.
Meanwhile, voices like Demetrius Johnson stressed how much Paddy Pimblett still gets overlooked, particularly his skill at converting cage control into finishing sequences, and how one single scramble can flip the script on a fight that seemed decided just moments before.
Dangerous matchup for Paddy Pimblett, but I also think it's one he can win. I think over 5 rounds, Justin Gaethje might make a mistake. He does have more experience, but he has maybe slowed down a bit. The fact that he says that this is going to be his last fight if he loses, that's never good to hear. I'm not saying that he's got one foot out the door, and I'm not saying that he's not motivated, because anytime you say, I'm not fighting again after this one if I lose, well then you make sure that you go the extra mile and leave no stone unturned, and you leave no excuses. You push yourself in training camp. So I think it's going to be the best version of Justin Gaethje, and that makes it even more dangerous for Paddy Pimblett. I do think, though, that over 5 rounds, given how dynamic Paddy Pimblett is, given how disciplined he is, given that Scousers don't get knocked out.
Michael Bisping characterized this as a battle determined by errors rather than pure dominance, observing that Justin Gaethje's defeats usually stem from minor mistakes deep into fights, and those slip-ups typically lead straight to submission finishes, which makes Paddy's patience and unpredictable style particularly dangerous across 25 minutes. Strip everything else away, and this feels like a perfect storm of timing meeting identity. Justin Gaethje brings experience, knockout power, and relentless forward pressure. Paddy Pimblett counters with chaos, unshakable confidence, and the ability to pull fights into territory where anything can happen. The result hinges on one critical error that neither fighter can risk making.
Paddy, but like the thing with Justin Gaethje that's making me like, bro, I cannot pick Paddy to win this fight. This he's not Khabib, bro. He's not Charles Oliveira, Max Holloway. These are the guys that have beat Justin Gaethje. I don't think he is as quick or as sharp or as accurate or as powerful on the feet as Charles Oliveira or Max Holloway. I think he might have more straight up like punch power, but he's not on their level in terms of striking skill, speed, or defense either. Let me just say that, right? And as for his grappling, his jiu-jitsu is insane, but he doesn't have the wrestling of Khabib. He doesn't have the wrestling of a Charles Oliveira unless he hurts you, right? And I think his defense on the feet is so suspicious, bro. Like, just so cool. I'm just remembering the Jared Gordon fight, thinking about that shit. He keeps his hands low in exchanges. He's open to being countered in the boxing exchanges. And Justin Gaethje, this is one thing I said at the gym, and the boys didn't really get what I meant, but like, I think you guys understand. Gaethje's old, but he's not